तो श्री राधे गोलोकानंद भगवान की जय। श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। इष्ट्वा सेवाजिपेयेन ब्रह्मैष्ठानभिभूय च बृहस्पति सवं नाम समारेभे क्रतुत्तमम्. Daksha began a sacrifice named Vajpayee, and he became excessively confident of his support by Lord Brahma. He then performed another great sacrifice named Brahma Brahspati Swa. In the Vedas, it's prescribed that before performing a Brahspati sacrifice, one should perform the sacrifice named Vajpayee. तस्मिन् ब्रह्म श्रेयः सर्वे देव ऋषि पितृ देवता है आसन कृत स्वर सत्ययना स्तत्पनक्ष सबृतकाः. While the sacrifice was being performed, many Brahma rishis, great sages, ancestral demigods, and other demigods, their wives, all very nicely decorated with ornaments, attended from different parts of the universe. तदुपसृत्य नवसी खेचराणां प्रजलपतां सती दाक्षायणी देवी पितृयज्ञ महोत्सवं व्रजन्ति है सर्वतो दिगभ्य उपदेवर स्त्रियः विमानयानाः सप्रेष्टा निषक्क कंठी है सुहाससः दृष्ट्वा स्वनिलयाभ्यासे लोलाक्षी मृष्टकुण्डला है पतिं भूत पतिं देवं मौत सुख्यादभ्य भासत. The chaste lady Sati, the daughter of Daksh, heard the heavenly denizens flying in the sky, conversing about the great sacrifice being performed by her father. When she saw that from all directions the beautiful wives of the heavenly denizens, their eyes very beautifully glittering, were near her residence and were going to the sacrifice, dressed in fine clothing and ornamented with earrings and necklaces with lockets, she approached her husband, the master of the Bhutas, in great anxiety and spoke as follows. Satyuvacha Prajapatestesh Surasya Sampratham निर्यापितो यज्ञ महोत्सव किल वयं च तत्राभिसराम वामते यद्धर्तीर्थावतामि विभूदा व्रजन्ति. Sati said, my lord, dear Lord Shiva, your father-in-law is now executing great sacrifices, and all the demigods, having been invited by him, are going there. If you desired, we may also go. Tasmin bhaggino mamritbhih svake dhruvam gamishanti sudridriksha drikshavah aham cha tasmin bhavtabhikamaye sahopanitam paribrahma mahetum. I think that all my sisters must have gone to this great sacrificial ceremony with their husbands just to see their relatives. I also desire to decorate myself with the ornaments given to me by my father and go there with you to participate in the assembly. तत्र स्वसिमेन अनुभवतु सम्मिता मातृष्वशिः क्लिन्न धियं च मात्रम् द्रक्षे चिरोत्कण्ठमनाम ऋषिभिः रुनीयमानं च मृडाध्वजम्. My sisters, my mother's sisters and their husbands, and other affectionate relatives must be assembled there. So if I go, I shall be able to see them, and I shall be able to see the flapping flags and the performance of the sacrifice by the great sages. For these reasons, my dear husband, I am very much anxious to go. त्वयेतदाश्चर्यमज आत्ममायया विनिर्भीतं भाति गुणत्रयात्मकम् तथाप्ययं यो दोषितत्वविच्यते दीनादिदृक्षे भव मे भवक्षितम्. The manifested cosmos is a wonderful creation of the interaction of the three material modes, or the external energy of the Supreme Lord. This truth is fully known to you, yet I am but a poor woman, and as you know, I am not conversant with this truth. Therefore, I wish to see my birthplace once more. Pashya prayantirabhavanyayosito apyalladrikritaha kant sakha varutsa Yasham vrajadibhyashiti kante manditam nabho vimane kalhans pandubhyah. O never born, O blue-throated one, not only my relatives, but also other women dressed in nice clothes and decorated with ornaments are going there with their husbands and friends. Just see how their flocks of white airplanes have made the entire sky very beautiful. Katham sutayaha pitrigeha kotukam nisamya deha suravaryane angate anahutapyabhiyanti soridam bhartu guror deha kritakshaketanam. O best of the demigods, how can the body of a daughter remain undisturbed when she hears that some festive event is taking place in her father's house? Even though you may be considering that I have not been invited, there is no harm if one goes to the house of one's friend, husband, spiritual master, or father without invitation. Tanme prasid demam martyavanchitam kartu bhavane karaniko batarhati Tvaya atmano ardeham dabrakshakshusha nirupita manugrihana yachitah. O immortal Shiva, please be kind towards me and fulfill my desire. You have accepted me as half of your body. Therefore, please show your kindness towards me and accept my request. Rishiruvacha एवं गिरित्र प्रियाभिभाषितः प्रत्यभ्यधत्त प्रहसन सुहृत प्रिय संसामारितो मर्मभिदः कुवागिशुनु याना है को विश्व श्रीजाम क्षमक्षतः. The great sage Maitreya said, Lord Shiva, the deliverer of the hill Kailash, having thus been addressed by his dear wife, replied smilingly, although at the same time he remembered the malicious, heart-piercing speeches delivered by Daksh before the guardians of the universal affairs. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Tvayoditam Shobhanamev Shobhane Anahuta Apyabhiyanti Bandhushu Te Adhanutpadita Dosha Drishtiyo Baliyasanatmya Madena Manyuna. The great Lord replied, my dear beautiful wife, you have said that one may go to a friend's house without being invited, and this is true, provided such a friend does not find fault with the guest because of bodily identification and therefore become angry towards him. विद्यात पोवित्तव पूर्वयः कुलेः सतां गुणेः षट्भिरषट्तमेतरेः स्मृतो हतायां भृत्यमानदुदृश्यः स्तब्धान पश्यन्ति हि धाम भूयसाम्. Although 6 qualities, education, austerity, Wealth, beauty, youth, and heritage are for the highly elevated. One who is proud of possessing them becomes blind, and thus he loses his good sense and cannot appreciate the glories of great personalities. नेतादृशानां स्वजन्मव्यपेक्षया गृहान्तप्रतियादनवस्थितात्मना ये अभ्यागतान् वक्रधिया भिक्षक्षते आरोपित भ्रूर्भिर्मर्शनाक्षिभिः. One should not go to anyone's house, even on the consideration of his being a relative or a friend, when the man is disturbed in his mind and looks upon the guest with raised eyebrows and angry yes. तथारिभिर्न व्यथते शिलिमुखे शेते अदितांगो हृदयेन दूयता स्वना स्वानाम यथा वक्रधियां दिरुक्तिभिः देवानिशं तप्यति मर्बताडितः. Lord Shiva continued, if one is hurt by the arrows of an enemy, one is not aggrieved as when cut by the unkind words of a relative, for such grief continues to rend one's heart day and night. Vyaktam tvamutkrishta gateha prajapateha priyatma ajanamasi subhrume mata तथापि मानं न पितुः प्रपत्तश्यसे मदाश्रयात्मकः परितप्यते यतः. My dear white complexioned wife, it's clear that many of daughters of Daksh, you are the pet, yet you will not be honored at his house because of your being my wife. Rather, you will be sorry that you are connected with me. So Lord Shiva put forward the argument that even if Sati proposed to go alone without her husband, still she would not be received well because she was his wife. There was every chance of a catastrophe even if she wanted to go alone. Therefore, Lord Shiva indirectly requested her not to go to her father's house. So we paused here, and because we are reading conversation between Lord Shiva and Sati, Mother Sati, we will hear the Lingaskam for a few minutes, and then we'll see you tomorrow at 10 p.m. EST. Hare Krishna.
सौराष्ट्रे सोमनाथं च श्रीशैले मल्लिकार्जुनम् उज्जैनियं महाकालम् ओंकारं ममलेश्वरम् परल्यां वैद्यनाथं च डाकिन्यां भीमशङ्करम् सेतुबन्धे तु रामेशं नागेशं दारुकावणे वाराणस्यां तु विश्वेशं त्र्यम्बकं गौतमीतटे हिमालये तु केदारं गृष्मेशं च शिवालये. ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ब्रह्ममुरारिसुरार्चितलिङ्गं निर्मलभासितशोभितलिङ्गं जन्मजदुःखविनाशकलिङ्गं tat pranamami sada shivalingam.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.
Devamuni pravarachita lingam, kamadahan karunakara lingam, ravan darpa vinashana lingam, tat pranamami sada shivalingam.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.
Sarva sugandhi sulepita lingam, bodhi vivardhan karana lingam, siddha surasura vandita lingam, tat pranamami sada shivalingam.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.
बोलो श्री शिव जी गौरी पार्वती माता की जय. See you tomorrow at 10 p.m. EST. Hare Krishna.